Hey guys, welcome to Brick Stars. Today we've got a slightly different video for you guys, and we're going to be exploring not necessarily the minifigure, but a component of this minifigure. So this is the Pirate Quartermaster from the Series 27 lineup, a very popular series known for the Wolfpack Beastmaster, and this pirate figure, which is my second favorite one of the series. In particular, I love the fabric piece that came with this minifigure. So yes, she has the parrot, the detailed torso, the legs, but I thought this canvas fabric piece is really unique and looks great. And it got me thinking, what else can this piece be used for? So in this video, we're going to be exploring 5 different options of this part. You may be surprised how we used it. So let's kick things off. The first one we're going to look at here is a castle themed marketplace, and I thought the raggedy red cloth would work perfect in this application. So you can see there's a couple parts here. We're gonna put it together. The idea is all of these builds that we're doing today are intended to be the polybag style, small builds, just a couple parts, but something to start a scene or start a mock. So this particular marketplace, you can see he's kind of an antiques dealer. Maybe he's a gold collector, and he's got a little market stand which would be on the edge of a castle wall. Of course, this is almost just like a little cross section of that. If you were to add this to the Lion Knight's castle, perhaps you could expand it. But we do love the way this canopy worked out here. Again, the red contrasts nicely with the gray stone of the castle walls. And I love how it comes together with those accent pieces. The gold, this minifigure that looks like the perfect medieval marketplace vendor. So really happy with the first use of this cloth piece here, and we'll move it along to our next build. This next one's heavily inspired by the Pirates Islanders theme. I'm a big fan of the Islanders wave, and I love these new leaf pieces. So put those to use, making this kind of tropical looking hut. I love the different colored browns that we used here. The dark brown spears, kind of that light orange brown post color there. And this Islander minifigure looks great to top it off. So the Islanders theme was known for using the green leaves and red colors throughout the wave. So I think the red canopy works perfect in this application. And it just, again, with those ripped up edges, looks like it's been torn by tropical storms over the years. Really, really cool piece. I would love to do a larger mock and have towers and a village setting and use multiple copies of this fabric piece. But in this little build, this is what we came up with, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Next up, another one of our favorite themes, the Adventurers lineup, especially that first Egypt wave, I think is a legendary LEGO theme. So in this case, we've got the updated Johnny Thunder, who made a return in this year's jungle sets, but we've given him a little bit of a camp out here. So I think this fabric piece works as a little bit of a shade cover from the hot North African sun. You can see Johnny's sitting by the campfire here. There's an obelisk, the scorpion. I think this one could have been expanded to a couple different scenes, but what we've got here with the camp out I think works, and it's a pretty simple build with the rock on the side there and an interesting little technique in creating these posts that hold up the tent at a little bit of an angle. So again, that allows Johnny to get underneath and take a nap or sit. And then of course the obelisk, the plant, the scorpion, the fire there, something you can expand on, but it's a great starting point. This next one is a bit different and a lot smaller than the rest. It's not kind of a scene, but instead it's inspired by the classic ninja gliders. I always thought these were kind of interesting. That classic ninja theme was very unique and also a very popular theme, and we wanted to update those gliders a bit. So you can see with just a couple parts, and in this case 2 of these cloth pieces, we were able to make an interesting looking glider. I've also used this red cape that also has some tattered pieces, some holes in it that I think pairs nicely with these two. And then the touches of gold throughout also work well with the Red Ninja as well. So nothing too crazy here, but just wanted to show you what other applications are possible with this piece. And I gotta say, I think it looks pretty epic. I would maybe try and alter the wings a bit if I could angle them, but I need to work on my building skills a bit there. This one's pretty simple, but turned out pretty good looking. Continuing with the red cape, which actually was featured on this orc minifigure, we were inspired to build a little bit of a orc outpost and use the cloth piece as kind of a flag for the orcs. So you can see we've got this wall here, there's some bones, but the flagstaff has this cloth piece. Again, in the wind, it's ripped up, but the colors work pretty well here, especially with this orc minifigure, who was my favorite minifigure, or one of my favorite minifigures from the collectible minifigure series lineup. I like his olive tones with the red color here. It works really good. So I think if this piece was a bit bigger, we could maybe find a way to print that orc skull onto it, but maybe as a small side flag, this works really good. So that's the final build that we have in our 5 build series here. Looking at all 5 of them quickly, you can see we've put this piece to use in a couple different contexts, and we really just wanted to give you guys an idea of everything, or some things that are possible with a very simple piece. You know, one thing that we've started doing lately is looking at Lego parts not just for what they are when Lego gives them to us, but what we can use them for. And I've seen a lot of builders and photographers online get really creative with Lego parts, and that's what inspired this, and something that we're trying to do more and more of. So let us know in the comments what you thought of our 5 builds, what other uses you see with this part, and thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.